Hi, I am Nolene from Chasing Gravel. Today I want to talk about something when you go traveling, you pack your bags and there you go, but you forget about things like eSIM, how do I stay connected? And maybe you want to track your awesome trip. So today I'm going to talk about an eSIM and I will be talking about Polarsteps. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is eSIM, and please don't judge me, but I've recently converted from my Samsung to the iPhone 14 Pro. And it wasn't an easy transition. The two phones are completely different. One of the cool things about the iPhone is that it's got a built-in eSIM. So you don't have to go and buy eSIM every time you are in a country or, local SIMs or something like that. Everything is built into the phone. So you can literally just go onto the app that I'll be showing you now and pick your countries and pick the amount you want and all of that, and then when you go into a country it automatically just converts, and if you go you activate, and there you go. So if you go into your eSIM app, you will see that you can have a local eSIM, regional eSIM, global eSIM. Global eSIM covering 84 countries, and you can choose 1 gig, $9 US, global 3 gig, 24 US, regional. You've got Africa, and you've got different options in Africa. Sorry, our Wi-Fi is a bit slow today. So you've got Hello Africa. You've got 27 countries coverage there. Local, like we did for Botswana, you go in. We took the 5 gigabyte $30 option, and then you get onto your MAUN local telecom. And it works nicely. If you load it, by the time you get to the border posts, you just activate, and there you go. You get your profile with everything. Okay, my eSIM, that's the one I actually almost use. Oh no, look, I've still got remaining data. So it gives you like all the info there, like what you've used, where's the coverage, want to top up details. There's the eSIM installation, what I used it for. And there you go. Polarsteps, I use Botswana to see how Polarsteps will work and if I will be satisfied, because I want to use Polarsteps to track actually our trip in September, because it's like a once in a lifetime trip. It took me 20 years to convince Andre to actually go, because he travels a lot. So if he comes back home from abroad, he doesn't want to fly somewhere, and we just want to fly. So we're doing this now. So I want to track and have like the whole thing. I want to have the whole shebang. Now let's go into Polarsteps. There it shows 2 countries. It didn't want, if you put on older trips that you've did and you didn't track them, it won't count the countries. See, now there it takes the 2 away and makes it 0 again. That's one of the glitches. That amount of kilometers, it's more like 4,000 kilometers and not 4,700. I will show you why. If you go in there, it gives you very nicely at the bottom your trip. You can put in, info. So as you go, and people can actually go and read up on the info. If you can convert it to anything you want to put there. You can put photos, you can put info. Awesome app doing that. Then in MAUN, we had still 3G Wi-Fi. By the time we reached Moremi, the area here where it tracked, we didn't have any Wi-Fi, but it kept tracking us. When we got back to MAUN, it just sort of put straight lines until we got back to Etosha. But from MAUN to Etosha, we had coverage the entire way, but we didn't have coverage in Moremi, and it tracked us. So I don't know if I'm missing something here, if it's a glitch, but can anyone please help me with this if you know, if you have used Polarsteps before, because it's very frustrating and I don't want this happening when we are now in Europe. So looking back at it, if you go back, now it shows 2 countries again. That was just one that I tested. But you have guides, you've got activities, you've got notifications. You can explore other people's info. So it is a really nice app. I'm just worried about the glitch that I had between MAUN and Etosha, because I've lost quite a bit of distances there and road, that we did, which is a bit of a bummer for me. So, but besides that, if I did something wrong, please let me know.